용신 puni.
Iga nga kayo.
Ay, nyo, bali na di
Ay,
ay.
salamat.
Sa mukha, uy, brand
Ma, na-disconnect ang game.
Ay, salamat, isiga na po.
怎么话你又兴奋？
Padako din sila sa
Katulo
kuwente
na
ba?
ka.
Kaniging brand out.
Ngano ka, ni?
Kabalo mo nga dili tanang brownout kay permanent problem dayon. Sometimes temporary fault ra day na, and there is a smart devices protecting our electrical system. So what is recloser? A recloser is an automatic high voltage switch used in electrical distribution system. In a simple word, siya ang automatic na gabantay sa linya sa kuryente. It automatically disconnects and reconnects power during temporary fault. Now, let's understand this using a systematic diagram. This is the source of electricity, the substation. Diri gikan ang power padulong sa houses, hospital, malls, factories, and here, this is the recloser. Mura siyang security guard sa electrical distribution line. So, imagine this situation. Three branches touching the line or lightning strike na ay fault na hitabo dirhi na linya. Normally, kung walay protection, possible di ba nga mawadaan og kuryente ang tanang consumer. But because na ay recloser, the recloser detect abnormal current immediately. And automatic niya i-open ang circuit, light off briefly, then muhulat siya for a few seconds, and then it reconnects the power automatically. Then the light on again. So, class, unsa may mahitabo kung temporary ra ang fault? If temporary ra ang problem, mubalik dayon ang kuryente automatically. But what if permanent ang problem? The recloser will try several times. Open, closed, and open again. But if the fault still exists, the recloser lock the line for safety. Now, let's look at this graph. The first operation are the fast trip. Kay basin temporary ra ang fault, for example, na ay 3 branch lang ni touch a line or the lightning strike ra. So, the recloser quickly opens the circuit, then tries to restore power automatically. If mawala ra dayon ang problem, okay na ang system. And consumer will only experience a very short brownout. But if the fault continues, the recloser changes into slower operation, meaning mas duga siya before mo reconnect. Did you wonder nganong inan ang mahitabo? That is why the recloser is gonna check niya if safe pa ba ibalik ang power. And it open, wait, and then it closed. But what if the fault is not permanent and the power successfully come back? The line workers or utility personnel will still inspect the area. They check if naabay loose branches, damaged wires, burn marks, object touches the line. So, they make sure that the safe o stable ang system before fully normal operation continues. So, even if nibalik na ang kuryente automatically, gina-observe gihapon nila ang linya for safety. But if the fault still exists, the recloser locks that line for safety. This means dili siya mo reconnect automatically. Why? Kay possibly dangerous ang problems. Example, na broken wires, fallen electric poles, or na permanent short circuit. What if makurintihan ang duol ana nga kuryente? Now, let's talk about the different type of recloser. The first type is the oil recloser. It uses insulating oil to interrupt electrical arc. It is durable, effective, but it requires more maintenance di ay. And it also oil leakage possible. So, nowadays, less common na siya. Then, the second one is the vacuum recloser. It most commonly used today. It uses vacuum interrupters to stop electrical arc. It also has a fast operation, less maintenance, longer lifespan, and environmental friendly. And also the third one is the hydraulic recloser. It operates using hydraulic control system. Inside the recloser, na ay hydraulic fluid and mechanical parts that help control the opening and closing operation. Instead of using advanced computer, mechanical and hydraulic pressure ang nag-control sa iyang timing. So, the advantages of this is simple design ra siya, reliable operation, durable and outdoor environment. Because simple ra iyang system, daghan ni siya gigamit sa una na older distribution line. Then, the disadvantages of this also, compared to the modern recloser, less flexible siya, slower adjustment, limited iyang settings, and older technology na siya. So if the utility companies want to change settings, usually manual adjustment pagid na siya. And unlike modern digital system, dili siya kaayo capable for remote monitoring. And finally, electronic recloser, smart, digital, and more advanced. This recloser uses microprocessors, electronic relays, and computerized control system. Think of the microprocessor as the brain of the recloser, and it continuously monitors current, voltage, fault condition, and system status. Meaning, it remotes monitoring, smart fault analysis, automatic communication system, faster response, and it has adjustable settings compared to the hydraulic recloser. So, the utility engineers can monitor the recloser using computers from the control center. They can even change setting remotely, detect exact fault location, analyze disturbance in a real time. So instead nga naghulat pa o report gikan sa consumer, the system itself can immediately send fault information. Like mura siya alarm ba or mura siya smartphone version ng RECLOSER.
So, let's proceed to the application of RECLOSER.
First, residential area. Houses need stable electricity for light, internet, and appliances. So the RECLOSER help reduce brownout and communities. Second, industrial plants. If sudden interruption happens, possible huge production losses ba. So RECLOSERs help protect industrial operation. Third, malls and commercial buildings. Imagine, mawala ang power sa mall. Elevator stop, store affected, and also consumers panic. So, the RECLOSER help maintain reliable electricity in the mall and commercial buildings. Lastly, in rural areas. Rural lines are longer and more exposed to lightning, falling trees, and strong winds. That's why RECLOSER are very important in provincial system. Without RECLOSER, longer brownouts, manual checking, delayed restoration. But with RECLOSER, faster restoration, better protection, less interruption, and reliable electricity. So today, we learned that the RECLOSER is an automatic protective device and it detects electrical fault, it restores power automatically, and it protects the electrical distribution system. And we also learned the types of RECLOSER and its application of RECLOSER and the importance in modern power system.
Once again, I am Lyza, your Ramientos. Thank you everyone, and always remember, not all heroes wear capes, some protect power lines.